not sitting at the water.
I know. Listen, I say the same thing, and then September gets here, and I'm like, oh, I should have gone swimming more. I should have gone to the pool more.
See, I let my summer go.
Yeah.
That's because I swim every day. So, like,
well,
yeah.
I'll give you that. Okay, before we get started, I just wanted to say, so this will be our last meeting for this group. If at any time you want to jump in one of our future classes, they're listed on the website, so you can go to the adult page. And if it says the class is full or they're not taking registrations, send me an email, because I don't mind sending you a link, since you've already come this far in this class. So we'd love to have you again. And also, if you, I don't think that I mentioned this at all in this class, if you're interested in any further material on deaf culture or American Sign Language, we have several books at the library that we just updated. So we had a workbook, and it's not really a workbook that you write in. It's more like, when I opened it and flipped through it, there are sections like people, places, conversations, medical stuff, like just little different sections. And it shows, it's like photographs of how you'll make the signs. So, you kind of work through it, but that's just for, if you're interested. And we've, of course, got sign language dictionaries and some other things like that. So always got it at the library. And these classes, both this session and the first session, will always be on the library's YouTube channel. So you're, welcome to look at those. And then we have sessions 3 and 4 coming up too. So there'll be even more content. Okay, so I'll give it to you, Jillian.
All right, so like Miss Katie said, this is our last session. So what I chose to do today, instead of giving you more signs, is more like testing you guys on like your receptive. And my plan is I was doing this while the kids were resting. I was literally like, oh, that's a good activity. And I was just adding up. So I have like 3 different kinds of activities. So one of the things I wanted to let everybody know is that if you don't know, it's okay. Because this isn't one of those classes where the first time we have our meeting, we're like, oh, let's review what we learned last week. Like, no, it's a lot of, we're just going to add, and you guys got to practice yourself. So it's going to be likely that you're not going to remember the sign of something, or you're going to be like, I just have no idea. My goal and my plan is that I'm going to show it to you guys first, and then maybe like the second or third time I might voice, so you're still able to see what it is, because a lot of it is actual you guys responding as well, but not voicing. You guys will be actually signing. And so I have 3 activities. The first one's like true or false. So I'm going to say like a sentence. I'm going to sign a sentence. And it's going to be, you guys either say it's true. So like true, or false. And so you'll say which one it is. And then at the end, I'll tell you if it's right or wrong. And most of them, if I said it in English, you'd be like, oh, I don't even have to think. Like, my eyes could be closed and I could be like half asleep, and you can ask me, you can say this sentence, and I'll be like, oh yeah, no, that's not right. And then the next one I have is, this one I kind of keep going back and forth on how we can do it, and we can always change it, where one of them could be is I can sign it to you guys, or I was thinking more fingerspelling, like I'll fingerspell a word, and then you guys try to not only see me fingerspell it, but also try to think of what's the sign is for it, and kind of go in that way. So like, for example, like if I did dog, you have to think, oh, what's the sign for dog? And then do dog. And again, if you guys are just like, oh, that is too hard, we can obviously skip that activity, and I can just kind of make more true or false sentences. If that's whichever one we're working best with, we can always go that one. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. And then the last one I have is like actual, like, you guys responding to questions in sign. So, I mean, and it's very simple stuff. It's not going to be complicated, Some might be yes or no questions. Some might be you actually have to like sign a word or fingerspell. But it's just to be fun. There's no like actual like, oh my gosh, you didn't get this right, you are not welcome back in my ASL class ever again. Like, no. Like, so that's kind of how I was hoping. I'm hoping it will go well. My fingers are crossed. You always have those. Let's see how this goes. I didn't do this last session. So we're going to start with the true or false. So I'm going to go slow. and I'm going to repeat it. And I think what I'll do is I'm going to repeat it about 2 or 3 times without voice. And then if I'm like seeing that like you guys are just like, I have no idea, like then I'll voice what it says. But I still want you guys to respond with sign. So if possible, sign as much as you can, even if you have to just finger spell words. Totally fine. All right, so let's get started. So this is gonna be hard for me not to talk. Sometimes my like reaction is when I'm doing this ASL classes to voice. So number 1, and this is the true or false. Yes, yes. Good, good, good. Oh, that's really hard for me not to like be nodding and encouragement going, yes, that's right. Like you probably could already notice I was like, oh, I'm saying responses yes. And I'm like, wait, I gotta wait for everyone. But yes, so it is true. So I was saying ice cream is cold. So stuff like that.
Good. I thought that's what you were saying. So.
And that is what I was saying. I chose some basic ones and then we'll try to build up. But I just wanted to get you guys to have a feel of it. And if I freeze, please let me know. I mean, my internet, whoever knows. Like, so. All right, so number 2. Wait a second. Sorry, I lost my place. There we go. I'll do it again. Okay. All right. I will sign. I will voice as I say it. It's totally fine. I don't think I ever showed you like, this is the sign for here, but I was hoping, I was like, maybe if anyway, so yeah. I was saying glasses help me hear. And Miss Katie, you got it right. I saw you go. I saw the face you made with, she was just like, all right.
Yeah, I didn't get that one at all. That's okay,
totally fine.
It's
so fun. It's that practice. And you know what? You might end up remembering it just because you got it wrong. I did that. Right. If I got something wrong, I was like, never going to forget it.
Also, if I feel like I just happened to remember help because it was something that I thought I would use one day. Like, do you need help? You know, and
right.
So if you didn't remember that, then like when you said earlier, if you don't remember the sign for dog, and I was thinking, what is the sign for dog? Like, I could probably like Pictionary it, but I don't know if I'd get the sign right. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I understand completely. So this is why I was like, this is just a practice, a little startup practice. And if this goes well, then I might incorporate that into our later ASL classes. So, or in the other ones. But all right, so I start touching my phone. Sorry, my phone, I tap it, the keyboard comes up, and then all of my stuff moves up. And I'm like, I don't know where I am anymore. But anyways, so number 3. Okay, again. All right, so yes, y'all are right. It's false because my name is not Julie. My name is Jillian. So yes, good. I also realized as I'm fingerspelling this, I'm like, my name is actually on the screen. That's kind of like cheating. But I was like, you know what? If they use it, they're using their opportunities. I'm like, you know what? Go for them. So, all right. So now on to the next one. All right. I had to check out the window. I'll explain why in a minute. All right, again. All right, I'm gonna try to mouth it. Maybe y'all can see.
Something hot?
Something hot, yeah. I think pizza's hot. I don't know.
Oh no, think about what could be hot. Oh no, this
Is my
is
breath hot? Like, what are you?
okay.
Not sure what was going on there.
I'll give you this one. Weather.
Oh.
Weather. I think this was one of those ones that was just incorporated at some point, and I'm like, and I wondered about that. And the reason I like looked out my windows, if it was raining, I was gonna be like, well, weather, raining. But I'm like, outside my window it's not. And I was like, all right, never mind, we're not doing that, because then y'all would be like, oh, that's false, and it would throw me off. But so weather, hot. But all right, this one's an easier one. I kind of go back and forth on hard, easy, hard, easy. So number 4, right? No, number 5. Sorry, I'm very big on, I like to have my numbers correct. Here, I'll back up.
You froze on mine.
Oh, I did? Oh no, okay. I'm kind of just repeating the motion.
I remember talking about that second motion, but I don't remember what it is.
I'll add it. There we go. Emphasizing. Okay, so this one is good morning. So I'd be like false because it's good afternoon, things like that. But all right, but yeah, no worries, no worries. I see when y'all are not catching on, and I'm like, how to make this easier? So I try to like use my lips and like mouth it, but I'm also not the greatest at that either. So it probably doesn't help. All right, let's try number 6. Number 6. Remember? I'm sorry, Katie. You just cracked me up with that face. I'm so sorry. I just saw her eyes just pop out.
Sorry.
You remembered it. True or false? Okay, so I said today is Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's why I started going like the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I was like, I'm hoping they're at least understand there's something going on there, but that's okay. All right. So number 7. Yes, number 7. Sorry. I totally like lost my sentence as I was looking up. I was like, ooh, but anyways. All right, so number 7 again. Okay, so I said this month is July.
I remember month. I remember talking about that.
I'm so proud, Miss Catherine. You look so stressed every time, but this one you were like, true. You were so ready, and I was like, yes, because I always forgot month. So month was like that. I saw that one,
and I think that's why I remembered it, because you said you always forget it. So I'm like, okay.
I was so bad at that one. Oh man, y'all, like. So I was just like, oh no, I hope they remember it. But yes, okay, perfect. All right, number 8. Okay, so Teddy was the only one who got it right. I said tomorrow is Friday.
I
As
thought
much
that
as I
was
wish
Wednesday.
it was Friday. As much as I
Okay, what is
okay, I can do
Wednesday? Because that
Wednesday's the-
totally,
I thought this was Wednesday.
Sorry, I realize how that looks now. Okay, that makes so much more sense. I probably should have chose a better day. I should have been like Thursday. All right, but I'll give y'all that because I see in person, you'd be like, oh, obviously this is Friday. Obviously this is Wednesday. But I can see on like Zoom when you only, if you're like, all I see is 3 fingers. Oh, that must mean Wednesday. So, but all right, but yeah, so I said tomorrow is Friday. I almost said tomorrow is Wednesday, which is correct, but that's not what I said. All right, number 9. Hope Miss Katie's good. She's making a face over there. I'm sorry. I get so distracted by facial expressions. Like, it's really bad. So I said, I am a teacher. So I was like, oh yes, I'm glad. And then I sat there thinking, oh no, did I tell you guys that I'm a teacher? Like that, I think I told you guys. I was like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, I'm teaching y'all. So like technically, even if I wasn't a teacher outside of this, I'm still teaching y'all. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's just me. I question every time. I'm like, did I actually properly say this? But all right, so
okay,
here's
I thought for a second you were saying something about your house, and then I remembered that teacher was like that. So how would that look different if you said my house? Like, isn't house like?
So you would for house, you'd be like my house. I
Yeah,
always go
okay.
like lower, almost like to my nose, house. Whereas teacher, it is like up here. All right, so this is our last one for the true or false. And if by the time we try the others and if we're just like, let's just not, we can move on to go back to true or false. I can create some sentences like, as a teacher, you gotta always be ready on your feet. So I can do that. But all right, so here's my last one. So last one, number 10. Miss Ken, I love how you're following through and actually just you're like, I don't know, I'm copying. So I said my shirt color is green.
Oh, I thought that was purple.
Purple. Sorry, purple. I
Okay.
was a little more dramatic with my purples. But yeah. So
Okay, this is green.
Teddy, I saw you got it. Yes.
Yeah, I don't look at Teddy because he gets them all right. So I don't want to cheat.
You
I try
should
not
start
to look.
following. Be like, well, you can very easily just be like, oh, Teddy said it's true, so I'm gonna go true.
Exactly.
All right, so now we're gonna move on to, and this one might be a challenging one. We're gonna try, and we can always change it how we need to. This is gonna be the fingerspelling signing one. I'm going to fingerspell it first, and then I want you guys to try to remember the sign for it. Oh, excuse me. Or actually, would you rather that, or would you rather I sign it and then you guys have to fingerspell it? Which would y'all feel more comfortable with? We can kind of,
Either way.
I was gonna say each one we can kind of like flip back and forth, or like the first, how many do I have? 10. The first 5 be like I fingerspell it, you guys sign it, and then like the last 5 be like I sign it, you fingerspell it, just to kind of see how you guys feel. Because like I always prefer to see the sign and then I fingerspell it, but I know others who are like, no, fingerspell it and I can give you the sign. So, all right, we'll just start with, what did I say we'll start with? I'm a fingerspell and then you guys sign. Sorry, I'm flip-flopping myself. All right, so number 1.
I don't know.
you guys are right. So cat, yes. And make sure you want to keep all your fingers up like the whiskers. It's almost like you're making the whiskers. So cat.
I remember
yes,
the
good.
whiskers. Okay.
Yes, perfect. All right. This one's kind of a long word. And if you guys don't know it, it's okay because I'm pretty sure that was one that might have actually just been added in conversation. Like, oh yeah, there's this sign. And if it is, that's okay. So number 2. Okay, I'll finger spell it again.
I know the word, but I don't know the sign.
Miss Katie, nope.
What are you spelling?
So yeah, I'm turning it sideways so y'all see. Y'all remember what this one is? Miss Katie, especially.
Is this a D? What are you doing? What is the last? What is?
The last letter is D, as in dog. This letter is F. F as in.
Yeah, I thought you were spelling fried. Friend.
Yeah.
Friend.
There you go.
Fried.
Friend. So friend is gonna be friend. It's like you have your X's and they friend.
Not fried friend, just a
Oh.
friend.
This is why I have so much fun with finger spelling because you have to sound you're sounding it out in your head, but each like vowels change like their sounds and you'll be saying it completely off. It's so funny listening because the kids will be like cat, cat, like they sound, you have to sound out. I'm sorry, it cracks me up. All right, so number 3, okay? All right, I'll do it again. So I'll give y'all this sign.
Remember.
That was it. Yeah.
This is the sign.
Did you know that, Teddy?
I think we got Teddy on that one actually.
Yeah, I was about to like try and sign something like learn place or something along those lines. But
Yeah.
I mean, this can be just more practice of like, I mean, obviously I don't mind just like practicing if y'all just want to like just do straight finger spelling and then y'all say the word or like we can do that if it's too much with trying to remember which sign it is. Totally get it, and if
No, finish the ones you have.
so
Yeah.
oh yeah, no, I got a lot and I can easily find more. Easily. All I gotta do is look around this room and go, oh, there's a word. That's a word. Like that's what I love about being in a room that's got a lot of stuff is you can be like, oh, I can use that. All right. So let's see. So number 4. Not to stress anybody out, but this one is kind of a harder one. And I apologize. So Teddy, you're almost there. You're almost there. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to play favorites. So L. So you have your L sideways. Lawyer. But I'm sorry. I was so excited. I saw Teddy lift his hands and he was like, and I was just like, oh my gosh, yes. Because I would have never gotten that one. So but yes, so lawyer. All right, perfect. Okay, so my number 5. Yes, 5. Sorry, I have to like count. Number 5. And do it again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those are right. Like that's swim. Swim is just having that motion. It'd be funny. I mean, if you did this, they'll probably be like, I mean, I think you're talking about swim, but that's kind of a, but yeah,
It's just
swim.
a bad swimmer.
Like, well, I mean, we look like we're doggy paddling. I always think about that. I'm like, that's why I try to always emphasize because I'm like, when you're swimming, at least for me, I'm not doggy paddling. I was taught how to swim, but then there are those few, some of my campers who are just like this. I'm like, oh, maybe you would use this as your sign, but all right, number 6. All right. So sign is chair. Chair.
Yeah, because sit is once and chairs twice.
Oh, yes. Sorry, that's like the teacher happiness whenever someone like can come back with, oh yes, I did teach you. We've made some contact. I'm sorry, I get so excited. I do the same thing with my campers. Like anytime anyone says something that I said earlier, I'm like, oh, you actually listened. Oh, thank goodness. Someone heard and it stuck. Yes.
Jillian is so thankful for people to be learning.
I
Delightful.
get so excited because like I totally get like, you're not going to hear everything. So whenever, and I talk a lot, so I understand. So that's why I get so excited when someone's like, you actually heard and you remembered. Like I get excited for that so often. And it's like, as a teacher, you should be like, no, you should be listening to me anyways. But I'm like, you know what? You heard. Thank you. All right. Number 7. All right. This one's kind of a longish one. Not that bad, but it's a little long. So.
Oh, yeah. I cheated. I watched Teddy, but I did remember that.
So library.
I forgot the sign.
Oh, Miss Katie, and you get on to me for always forgetting to teach everybody the sign. I mean, I am pretty bad about it. I always forget to
But
put
I totally knew what you were spelling.
I saw about right when I was like LIBR, I saw your face. You looked back like you knew what the rest of this word is. Like, yes. All right. Number 8. I apologize if you hear barking. That is once again my dogs. Gotta love it. Number 8. This one's kind of a short one.
Oh.
All right, let me do it again. Miss Catherine, you had it right. Yes. Yes, Jennifer, right. Year. So the sign year. But yes, you know what? I get happy if you guys can at least recognize the finger spelling of the word because that's a major step. So even if you're like, I can't remember the sign, I've always said as long as you can be able to fingerspell and understand fingerspell, you can still have some form of a conversation. So do not stress yourselves out if you're not getting these. Sorry, I thought I saw a bug. It's my hair. It's very, very, very fluffy right now. But do not stress yourself out that you cannot remember the sign because you finger spelling, good too. That's a good start.
Hey, Jillian,
right.
what is this one?
When. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So I have number 9. Number 9 is 2 words. And this was probably because I was going to use this as a signing it and then y'all finger spelling. But I think we're enjoying more of me finger spelling and then y'all trying to either at least know the word or try to remember the sign. So, excuse me. All right. So the first word. So let me do the first word again. Okay, and then the second word. Move it so y'all can see it each direction. Miss Jennifer, I saw that. Yes, yes, that's right. So last week. But yes, oh yes, sorry, I get so excited because fingerspelling can be challenging to read. So, all right, so here's my last one. It's number 10, and it is kind of. I know what you're doing. Let me do it again.
Light on, light off. Sorry.
Here, I'll fingerspell it one more time. So it's light.
Oh,
You guys did
dadgum.
hand motions of like light on. I knew where y'all
Yes!
were going. Y'all both were going like this, and I was like, they're flashing their lights. I just don't remember the first line. So light.
Light. That's right.
Light. Yes. All right. Okay. So I have my last one. It's not my last one. It's my last little group of game questions. And what we can do is after that, I only have, I think, 5 because it's actual questions that, they might take some time to answer or whatnot. But if we finish those 5 and we have some extra time, whichever like group you guys enjoyed the most, we can do some more of that. So, all right, let's get started. So number 1. So this one you guys will actually respond to. It can either be you fingerspelling or signing or answering. Good, yes. I'm sorry. I saw Miss Katie the entire time. I was like, I can't even but yes. So I'm gonna do it again. So I'm saying your name is what? And then you can either go my name and then fingerspell. So like for me, it's Jillian, that. So that was the question. Is your name is what? And I saw Miss Katie fingerspell my name and I was like, I wonder if anybody else is gonna see it. So, all right.
You guys, there is like an owl festival going on right now. Horace and Hortensia just that's what we've been waving about. She's sitting on our basketball hoop and just looking around, and Horace is right above her. It's like,
oh my god,
it's like National Geographic in my backyard. It's so
it's gonna be the sign for distracted or distracting is this, distracted, and it's like your eyes just moving. So it's like your eyes, like you're looking, and then that kind of motion of like you keep looking away. I love this sign. I get onto my kids, I'll look at them and go, "You're distracted, stop," and they're like,
distracted.
And it's you kind of want to make it like how it's like you're actually like following your eyeballs. Like your eyeballs are here, you look away, kind of deal. So, but yeah, that's distracted. I love that sign. Can't even hide it. All right. So number 2, this is another question. And this answer I'll give you guys. You don't have to fingerspell unless you don't remember the sign. Then you will fingerspell. You also don't have to answer it right if you just don't remember. Like if you just. All right.
I think
No,
I
you
said
had it.
something.
You had it right. You fingerspelled it right. But I did love your immediate. Like you just said it. I've seen that happen in my ASL class. Someone will fingerspell like a letter, and they're like, "That's not right." And it's like they're almost supposed to have a conversation with their hand. Why'd you sign it wrong? But yes. So I said favorite. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And Miss Catherine, for you, it's yellow. You'll just shake your Y.
Okay,
So,
perfect.
and like I said, when you're asking questions, your like actual like what, who, when, where, why is always going to be at the end. So that's why I'm always like, your favorite color is what? Ooh, excuse me, I have the hiccups. Okay. This is a yes or no question. So I kind of changed it up. Okay. And I want to also mention the way you'll also notice if it's a yes or no question is my eyebrows. If you keep an eye on my eyebrows, I'm hoping I'll do it, emphasize it. I'm going to try to emphasize it, but sometimes I just don't realize. I'll do it again. I'll do it one more time. So. Okay, so I said it's pie, your favorite food. And what I was gonna say is my eyebrows, they go up. And that's kind of like it like kind of shows I'm asking a question that either is gonna be a yes or a no. And a lot of times I try to always add that like in like question. I didn't want to throw you guys off, so I didn't. That's why I just kept leaning in with the eyebrows, like, I have a question. I like to be very dramatic. So I said pie. And I realized as I chose, I was like, pie's not the greatest one because you cannot see me doing the motion of a pie. But so a pie slice, your favorite food, yes or no? And I saw Teddy go, no. I was like, I don't know if you knew what pie was, but I knew you were like, I don't think so. All right. So now I have two more. This is another yes or no question. And then the last one is a WH one. So that one you guys actually do respond with. All right. So number 4. That was me scratching my eye. That was not a sign. Just thought I'd say that. So I said you draw,
Okay.
yes or no.
Okay. That's what I
we
thought
had
you
2
said.
no's and 1 yes. I like to add kind of in the between. I like to draw, but I'm not good at it. So there's where I am. All right. And then the last one. So this one is going to be another WH question. I just like to give you guys that heads up so you know how to respond. All right. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I can see myself mouthing and it just looks like gibberish. I'm sorry. So I said tomorrow is and Teddy responded with Wednesday. So yeah, I'm trying to get those, I'm trying not those mouthing in there, but I feel if it's hurting, Let me know because I know it's probably confusing. All right. So that was my last question. So are there any you guys want to do some more of? We can do more finger spelling. We can do more like true or false where I'll say a sentence and you just say, you know, it's true or if it's false. And then there's the asking questions. I will fair warn you, if you ask me to do the asking questions, I'm going to have to sit here and think of very easy questions. That might take a minute, just fair warning. So which would you guys prefer? Like,
I like the true or false, but
mhm.
that's just me. I
Are
like
you-
them all actually.
Well, I'm glad. Yay. Sorry. Again, that excitement of yay, enjoying.
Yeah.
So would you guys so is everybody good with doing some more true or false? You can respond with yes, no, give me some signs to respond with. All right, perfect. Okay. All right, so I gotta think of some. Just a little, not too much. We'll probably have enough time for maybe 2 or 3 more. Okay. And what I might do is I might add some words that maybe you haven't seen before, but I'll voice them as I sign them, just so you guys know them, but it's not like I'm actually giving away the whole sentence. Okay, so here's the first one. Sky. You can do it too. You can go yes or no. That's fine with me too. I mean, that's both saying it, so. So the sky. Sorry, I'm forgetting what color I chose. I forgot what I signed. Whoops. Okay, well, I just kind of sort of gave away, but that's okay. So the sky. I made myself laugh. So I said the sky is right. I'm sorry. Teddy responded with blue. That's sorry, right. I'm so sorry. I screamed with excitement. I apologize.
That was blue?
So this is purple, but he said no, the sky is blue. I got excited. So it was B, yeah. So blue.
Look at
But
Teddy.
I said
It's impressive.
Sorry, I got
Purple,
so
okay.
excited. I was like, oh my gosh, yes, he came back with a sentence. I'm sorry. I am saying sorry so much, but that's just because I get very excited. My bursts of energy that I had apparently not at school today or camp today is now appearing here. Fun. All right, so another sentence. Let's see. Okay. All right, I have one. So I work at it's just like a plain preschool summer camp at the Levi Jewish Community Center. And I just work with the pre-kindergarten kids, like going into camp, getting ready for kindergarten. So it's just kind of a plain basic, nothing too fancy. But all right, so my sentence is, okay. All right, you guys did awesome. Oh, I'm so proud. So my hair color, I said my hair color is white, and it's not. And I saw Teddy having to be, you know, the star student who has to add. He was like brown. I could see his face. He was like, "No, your hair color brown." But yes, so brown. Right. Oh, perfect. See, you guys are picking up on this. I think I'm gonna have to make this more of a common thing to help everybody. It's just a nice little break. Oh, I saw you, Jennifer. Don't worry. I saw you go, no. I saw your face go, oh, I know what she said. You mouthed it. And I was like, okay, she's got it. That's perfect. So, all right. Let's see. All right. We'll have 2 more sentences. Let's see. I know I've done a lot of color ones, but I feel like color is kind of an easier one to do. But especially because with colors, a lot of them you can recognize like the Y, like for yellow, blue, green, those kinds of things. Let's see. Okay, here's another one. It's another color one. I'll just give you all that hint. I Miss Katie, I know you understand, but I think you missed something.
No, I'm saying it's true unless it's chocolate milk. Isn't this chocolate?
But what is this?
Oh, I thought you were saying milk. The color of milk is white.
I said the color of milk is orange.
Orange, yeah.
Oh. But still, if it's chocolate, it's not
Chocolate.
orange
It's
either.
brown. Well, because I almost said what I was like, I can't say white, I can't say pink, I can't say what's the other one? Chocolate, the one you said. I can't say brown because I was like, those are all actual logical responses. I was like, it has to be something totally like, if you saw your milk was that color, you'd be a little concerned. And that's why I was like, orange. But I think Miss Katie was so proud of like milk. Yeah, that, and just didn't even look at the color. So, but good. And if it throws you off, that's good. That means that sentence doesn't make sense. So there you go. You're reading it right. All right, let's see. One more, maybe two more actually. We're going faster through these. My creative brain is picking up on things, but now it's kind of dropping. Let's see. Okay, this one might be kind of hard, but I'm giving you guys some more challenges. So. Oh, but no, that just gives the response. No, I'm sorry. I realized I was saying this month is summer. And I was like, if I say it, but y'all don't know summer, and I just was about to say it. And I was like, well, you guys are going to know what that meant, and throws it off. I apologize. So, all right, let's see. Okay. I'll do it again. I kind of changed some.
I got part of it. I don't know. I don't know the color you said. Okay, maybe.
So I was saying my watch is pink.
Okay.
Which is that's why I started randomly scratching. I was like, I'm gonna just sit here and hold it. Maybe y'all can see. So sorry, I'm running out. I'm trying to think of some good ones. Let's see. See, when I have plans, the sentences actually are fun and good. And then when I'm starting to think of some, they just kind of get either too simple or too out there. Let's see. Okay. I have one. This one might be a hard one. Oh, excuse me. Okay. So this one I'm saying is meat. Meat is sweet. Sweet. Yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure we did this one, but again, it could have been one that was added with something, but sweet. So sweet. And this goes for like the thing of like sugar. It goes for if you're saying like, oh, she's a very sweet kid. You can be like, she's a sweet kid. Or that is sweet tea. That kind of thing. So it can go either way. All right, let's see. We'll do one more and then I think we'll be good. You know what? No, scratch that one. Not helpful. Not gonna be good. Oh, now I have to think of another one. Okay.
I haven't got the first word. I got the second two. I want to say something. Yeah. Never mind.
trying not to give you the word, but also I'm like, maybe I should.
Okay.
Chicken.
Yeah.
It's the color.
Color.
Chickens are yellow.
Okay. Yeah.
And I
that's
was
true.
like, okay, that is a true thing. And then if you were gonna do something like all, I realized here's me going. This is I have planned, it goes smooth, and then I add sentences that are gonna be jumbled and messy, but because I would have been like, all chickens are the color yellow, which then y'all could have been like, no. But if you're gonna use the sign for all, like if you're saying everything all, it's all. You like start with your A and you go to L's. All. So it's like almost like being like it's this whole thing. So all. Yes, Jennifer, I saw you said you had a question. Okay, perfect. So the sign for play is 2 Y's, whereas 1 is just yellow. Play is 2. And sometimes, like I will say, like when you're just kind of signing more that comfortable signing, like how I said for good morning. Good morning is this. Good morning. But some people will go good morning. They don't do the other hand. They just do this. Some people will go say go play. Go play. But that one's kind of picked up on like context, because a lot of times that is kind of how you go about which word are they meaning by this. Because there are signs that you can use it for multiple different things. So you're having to try to pick which one it is. And that's one of the ones you're not going to say, kids, go yellow. Like you're not going to be like, go yellow, go yellow. They'll be like, go play. And most of the time everyone does this, play. So play. It's just 2 Y's, chicken. And then, yeah. Are there any other questions you guys have for me? Like anything you're curious of, anything you need to kind of repeat? It can be from previous class, whatever. Like, this is your chance. I mean, this can also be about deaf culture. It could be about like schools for the deaf, anything. And if I'm not able to answer it, I can always ask someone, and then Miss Katie can later give you guys the answer once I send it to her. Any of that. Either works for me. So y'all have any questions? Y'all just pretty like, no, we're good. Taking it as it is. Sorry.
This was great. I like this exercise.
Yeah.
This is fun.
I think I'm gonna have to add that in. Y'all were the second session, and last class there was like 2 days we had stuff going on. I had one day where I couldn't meet, and then I had another day where internet was down, and so we only ended up not having as many classes. So I felt there was more signs we need to go over. Whereas with y'all's class, I felt like we're gonna still be like that, where every week we need to be adding more and more signs. And then I started to realize it's like we're actually kind of ahead of signs. Like we're not. And that's why I was like, oh. But after seeing how today went, I'm like, I think every in the middle of the week, the 8 weeks, and then at the end of the 8 weeks, it's going to be like a game in each one, just to kind of help. Maybe more, maybe less, depending on how needed it is. So, I mean,
it's good to challenge yourself and just to kind of see what you know, I think.
Oh, yeah. And like, again, this is a no judgment zone. We're not judging people. We're
Thank
not like, oh, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm not going to judge, and I try to, and if I embarrass you guys when I call out, you're going, yes, you got it right. That's just me trying to be like supportive of saying you are doing it. Because I was that kid who never got called on even when they got it right. So I try to do that. If I see anybody right, I'm like, okay, I haven't called you out. I'm going to say, yes, you did awesome. It's like your star shine. That's kind of me as a person.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. And I think what would be good is maybe Miss Katie, what we could do is we can always if we do more of these practice sessions where it's just practicing around, we can let other previous classmates know. Classmates, that's such a weird phrase to say but that's just, anyways, I'm getting off on
No, do you think that's a great idea? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, we could let them know, hey, you may not want to go watch these videos again because you've already seen signs or you feel comfortable in them. Well, here's some game practice that we've done, and you can go and watch these videos and practice yourselves. So that can be definitely something that we can just kind of give out. So you guys are still getting to practice more so how we did tonight. So, but yes, this helped me out tremendously of knowing, okay, add more games because we need to make this a little more fun. I had a lot of fun doing this. I mean, I like games, and it's always fun being on the other side because, well, it's not as fun, but it's still fun because I get to sit there and be like, I know what I'm signing. And so I can just stare at everybody and be like, you got this. Start giving something, trying to give it away. So.
And we all learned that if we're ever in a team environment, we want to be on Teddy's team.
Yes. put all the responsibility on him to answer the questions right.
That's right. He can be our fearless leader.
All righty. Well, Miss Katie, I guess it's 6:31. I'm not trying to be like, oh, let's get out. But if there's no more other questions, then I guess we're good. Oh.
Well, y'all were so much fun. And thank you, Jillian. You're the best teacher. I have so much fun with your classes. And we'll have to do a get together, with all of our classes. And we could do a dinner, and you can't eat dinner until you sign something.
Yes.
Your reward.
It
was great. Thank you so much.
Oh, well, thank you guys for actually being interested enough to learn about this, because I just personally have always felt this was it's such a cool language. And, even though obviously you've only just started learning signs, the fact that you guys actually brought enough interest and actually chose to be in this class, even if you weren't able to show up, you still were like, I actually took the liberty of being like, I'm actually curious about this. That means a lot. I know. And I just personally, for me, I always feel like ASL does get left in the dust a lot in public schools, all that. So it always is helpful. It's always great to hear there's actual people who are interested and that they are actually curious. And so I always get excited when I see people who are like, I actually would want to learn this. So, But thank you guys for this was a really fun night. They're all fun
It
nights.
was fun.
This was a really fun night. So
I agree. Yeah. Thank you so much.
thank
All right.
y'all.
Well, we will have to have a class reunion. Everybody be good.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.